A pleasant evening to you all from Morristown, New Jersey, where we have the Girls Prep B Championship on the air. The Morristown-Beard Crimson hosting the Pennington School Red Raiders. Live here on the Strive Network. Simon Rose here with you. Glad you could join us here for what should be an entertaining matchup between the Pennington School Red Raiders and the Morristown-Beard Crimson. The winner of this game will have won 2 of the last 3 titles, the Prep B girls titles, here in the NJISAA prep tournament. So a lot at stake here for these 2 teams. We will meet both of the teams starting with our Strive Spotlight segment, and we're going to spotlight one of the players for the Pennington Red Raiders. Carly Rice was a key part of that championship winning team last year, and she will be so again this year if they win. 16 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, and she is pushing 1,000 career points. 110 assists, 170 rebounds. Look how many numbers she has accumulated over her career. And she also plays for the Pennington girls soccer team. Phenomenal talent. Carly Rice is our Strive Spotlight player, just a junior, so she will eclipse that 1,000 points at some point, and she'll put a few more towards that total here tonight. She's going to be a part of the starting lineups. As you see, they are going to be announced to the crowd here, so we will start with the Pennington Red Raiders, who are coming out in their nice-looking black jerseys with red numbers, and here is their starting lineup. This is a team that was plagued by injuries throughout the season. They are finally healthy at the right time, and Jeff Eckerson is excited that his girls are playing their best basketball at the right time. The 4th-seeded team in this tournament. As you see, Johnson getting announced to the crowd. Leah Johnson and her sister, Ayanna Johnson, are a couple of the starters, the big-time forces in the post that makes Pennington so successful. Those 2 will rebound the basketball as well as anybody that you'll see in this game. Carly Rice, of course, and Tara Hessenthaler, a senior in there, and Annie Bruner, a senior. So relatively young team, these Pennington School Red Raiders. Hessenthaler and Bruner, the only seniors on the squad. Those are the 2 captains, and Jeff Eckerson is the head coach. So we met the Red Raiders. Let's meet Morristown-Beard. Here on their home floor. It has been the week of Morristown-Beard. Congratulations to the Crimson ladies yesterday for winning the prep hockey tournament. And you see their starters getting announced to the crowd. That's Nicole Borowick, sophomore guard. Gianna Rella also in the starting lineup. Addison Ibrahim, a very talented freshman. Gonna have her hands full today as she gets announced. Sarah Brainia, also in the starting lineup, a junior. And Bridget Monahan, the leading scorer for the Morristown-Beard Crimson, 17 points per game. The sophomore. And Michael Sturgeon's the head coach. See the 2 coaches shaking hands. Michael Sturgeon is one of them, and the other, as I mentioned, Jeff Eckerson. We're going to pause for the national anthem. A student-aided national anthem. And we are ready for some hoops. Morristown-Beard and Pennington. Ladies in black are on the floor, the 2 Johnson sisters. are the big bodies, 24 and 34. And Carly Rice, number 5, there as well. It'll be Johnson to tip it up for Pennington as Michael Sturgeon sends his troops out to battle. Eight minutes on the clock. Ibrahim up for the tip for the Crimson. And this one won by Pennington. And we're off and running here in the Prep B Championship. They go right down low to Johnson, and she can't get it to go. Ibrahim doing well defensively. Johnson still trying to have her way. Good defense by Ibrahim. Johnson got it back again. Look how strong she is in the paint. Now going up with the left hand, can't get it to go. And boy, how many times is she going to get the chance to put it home? Only finally does that sequence come to an end with an offensive, an over the back foul. And good work by the freshman and Addison Ibrahim. Very talented freshman, 10 rebounds per game as she's played in every game this year. She comes to receive it at the top. Hands full this evening, though, with the Johnson sisters. This is Bridget Monahan, who leads the team in scoring. She gives off to the right. Gianna Rella, the sophomore. Now to the top, it's Borowick. Playing catch with Rella, guarded by Carly Rice. And in the arms of Monahan, and a traveling violation is called. And we go back the other way. Still no score. 1 minute into the game. And Carly Rice brings it up. She's guarded by Nicole Borowick. Working the right side is Rice, getting it down to Johnson, deflected and taken away. Good defense by Brenya, Sarah Brenya. And now it's Monahan picking up her dribble. Borowick putting it on the floor, kicks it back instead. Now Ibrahim on the perimeter. Ball's loose, but it finds the hands of a Crimson. And both teams looking quite patient offensively, especially the Crimson here in their first offensive set, or second offensive set, I should say. It was similar tactics in their first one. Now it's Monahan. Finally weaving herself open for three, and she didn't get the roll. Johnson the rebound. She averages a lot of those per game. 17 of them, in fact. Here's Rice taking it down low, and she traveled. How about the defense so far from both teams? That time Nicole Borowick staying right with Carly Rice as she went to the hole. The traveling violation was called. So now Monahan finds herself free. Wow, Johnson coming over, provides the block, and now it's Pennington in transition with Bruner. The center weaves her, or the captain, weaves her way back. She lost it into the backcourt. Another turnover is called. That is the turnover is committed by Pennington. That's the third already in the first couple minutes and change. One girl we haven't seen for Morristown-Beard is Katie Mackin. And we will see her as she comes off the bench. Key player on this Morristown-Beard team, but hasn't played most of the season. And been getting her feet wet in the last week or so as she gets over an injury. And there's a traveling violation. Not the prettiest start to this game. And both teams left scoreless thus far. Only thing on the scoreboard to show is one foul. And the foul was committed against Pennington on the over the back by Leah Johnson. Speaking of which, she gets the, this is Ayanna Johnson. Leah, number 24, Ayanna, number 34. This is Carly Rice at the top, going the other way of the screen. Tough shot for Rice, and she gets the scoring started. 16 points per game for the junior from Pennington. Here's a 3-ball. It won't go. Johnson gets the rebound. Ibrahim commits the foul. That is the first team foul. And, of course, the first personal foul against Ibrahim. Trying to go the baseline way as Annie Bruner could not catch up with that one. Tough play, another turnover, and Morristown-Beard has not yet made the Red Raiders pay for the turnovers they've committed. In fact, they've turned the ball over a good fair share themselves as they do here. It's Rice again, and it's a look at what Carly Rice can do when it's not looking like it's an easy lane to go. As you see here, it's 1-on-2, 1-on-3, you could even argue, and she's still able to draw contact, and she can pick up points from the line. One of two for Rice. It's 3-0. She's got all three of her team's points. Crimson looking to break the ice here. This is the number 3 versus number 4 matchup here in the Prep B Championship. Oh, what a pass that was, but Johnson standing tall down low, and Ibrahim was out of bounds. What a great sequence, but you're just getting to see a real quick look at that pass. And Johnson has been a defensive stalwart all season long. Pennington in the half court, 3-point lead. Carly Rice for 3. Off the mark, Johnson has the rebound, pulls back, no good. Ibrahim winning this battle, and she draws the foul against Ayanna Johnson. So each Johnson with a foul. Get a look at the student section here at Morristown-Beard. They always show up in force and make noise. As this is a step back that's short from Monahan. And the Crimson still left scoreless. It's Rice picking up her dribble. Guarded by Katie Mackin, the aforementioned, who is in the game for the Crimson. Now down low. It's Brenya trying to defend. Johnson counted in the foul. It was Brenya who commits, but Johnson to the line for one more as it's 5-0. Now these girls are a handful. And Johnson converts the 3-point play. So the junior Johnson has 3. The senior Johnson is Ayanna, and she is scoreless, but they are on the board, are the Crimson, and don't the faithful like it as Gianna Rella gets into the scoring column. It is 6-3. Is that what the Crimson need to get started here? And this will help their momentum as well. Yet another turnover against the Red Raiders. And bringing up the ball for the Crimson is Katie Mackin, 6 points per game. I mentioned she missed a lot of time. An injury, and she's finally back. Only playing in 8 games this year, and as you can see, it's going to take her a little bit of time to get in the basketball swing of things as Carly Rice now travels. It's been a turnover fest in the first quarter, and it's not to say that you're looking at 2 poorly playing teams. You've got 2 really good defending teams in the Crimson and the Red Raiders. Remember, it was the Crimson who last won the Prep B title in 2015. And last year it was Pennington who knocked off Newark Academy in Livingston. Thinking about the three is Monahan. She gives off instead to Rella. And saving is Monahan, approaching 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Crossover by Monahan, swinging down low to Brenya. Great vision there by Monahan. And the foul is committed against Gianna Lucchese of Pennington. And they're going to say it was on the floor. Third team foul against Pennington. Mackin finding Rella. And now back into Monahan's hands. Now it's Ibrahim at the top. Ibrahim swinging it back around the perimeter. It's Monahan. Tough shot. No good. Off to the left. Johnson's got the rebound. And now it's Annie Bruner taking it all the way. Coast to coast for Annie Bruner. 10 points per game for the senior. And it is 8-3. A little bit out of rhythm offensively are the Crimson. Their lone bucket coming from a 3-ball. As all the way to the hole goes Bruner. Easy enough again for Annie. And she's got 4. Makes it 10-3. Crimson would do well with a bucket here. We have flown by in the first quarter. No stoppages except for the turnovers. No timeouts by either squad. And this 3 no good. Good work by Morristown-Beard and Katie Mackin, who did enough there. Sometimes you're not going to claim the board outright. In fact, most times you're not going to claim the board outright when you've got both Johnsons on the floor. But Katie Mackin did enough to make it tough for Leah and Ayana. And the 3-ball from Monahan is drilled. A big 3 for the sophomore. And it's a 4-point game. Hessenthaler. Now it's Lucchese. Nothing doing. And with 15 seconds left, you see head coach and Michael Sturgeon telling them to hold for 1. That's what Monahan's doing. Picks up her dribble. 2 seconds left. It's going to have to be Ibrahim. She lost it out of bounds. Buzzer sounds. No time on the clock. That's the end of the first. 10-6 after 1. And since there were no timeouts in that first quarter, we're going to meet both coaches as they talk to their teams between quarters. As we take a step into the coach's corner. Meet Jeff Eckerson in his 4th season, defending champion of this Prep B tournament, 48-36 record as head coach. See if you can see him through. It's going to be a little tough to see him through the graphic as well as the players there. He's kneeling there on the left side. But anyway, 15-16 Coach of the Year by the Times of Trenton. Won the Prep B title last year, as I mentioned. He also coached at Fredericksburg Academy before coming to Pennington. Michael Sturgeon's been in town here for a while. He's amassed over 180 wins. Prep B title in 2015. NJAC Conference champion in 2014. Baseball team's pitching coach. And his most prestigious position here at Morristown-Beard is the PA announcer of their football games. And he has a lot of fun doing that, as we had a lot of fun broadcasting the homecoming football game for Morristown-Beard the last couple years. And Michael's always a good guy to converse with up in the booth. His team, down by 4, has the ball to start the second quarter. Monahan pump faking on the 3. Monahan Has not had much room to shoot. She did hit a 3 at the end of the second quarter. And here she goes again. This one no good. And the rebound by Johnson. Bruner gives a screen. Carly Rice for 3. Beautifully done by Annie Bruner and Carly Rice. How about Bruner setting the screen for Rice, giving her just enough room she needed to knock it down. 6 points for Rice. Monahan again pump faking. Not sure if Katie Mackin was her intended target there, but Mackin now finds Ibrahim, extra pass, and now it's Monahan. Dared to take the 3, and that's why you don't let her. Bridget Monahan knocks it down, 13-9. "17 points per game. And that time, she's got the steal. It's a jump ball at the very least. And possession arrow in favor of Pennington. As Katie Mackin takes a seat, Nicole Borowick checks in. Right into Johnson. Good move. Threw it up, though, and it didn't go. There's her sister for the rebound, and Ibrahim, the rebound off of Leah's miss. It's Monahan. Getting it back. Monahan wearing the teal socks. On the right wing, going to the top of the key, and Borowick. Borowick working the left. Good cut by Rella. I don't like what they see down low with Johnson. It is Monahan with the floater, no good. And Ayana the rebound. Carly Rice shielding her body well, throwing it up there, short. Johnson's there, and Johnson commits the foul. That's her second over-the-back foul. And you know how key the Johnsons are to the success of this Pennington Red Raiders team. If they are in foul trouble, they cannot stay on the floor, and Leah Johnson has to take a seat, picking up her second. Monahan with a beautiful crossover, but same cannot be said for the jump shot. Three-pointer from Bruner is way short, following her own miss. Instead, it is Brenya who retrieves, and Borowick running the floor. Tough shot for Borowick, and credit Gianna Lucchese with the defense, the rebound, and it's Carly Rice who runs it. Carly Rice taking a screen along the right side, sees some daylight, long jump shot, no good. It was a 2, and that ball comes all the way over here to our broadcast table. As the Crimson will take over possession. Down 10-3 in this game. And on a 6-3 run. Not much separating the teams at this point. Just over 3 minutes into quarter number 2. Nicole Borowick to the line. And one thing the Crimson have improved on this season, as to last season, is being aggressive. Attempted, at this point last year, 117 free throws. Already up to 167 this year. One of 2 for Borowick. Rice. Nice head fake by Rice. And finds Johnson at the elbow. Off to the left. And a tall playing Nicole Borowick the rebound. Bridget Monahan nearly lost it. It's Borowick. Torella. Good guard play from Morristown-Beard. Borowick all the way in, and that's going to be a traveling violation as she lost her footing. And the Crimson remain down by 3. Pennington Red Raiders team looks quite similar to the team last year that won the Prep B championship against Newark Academy. They dethroned what was the 1 seed in that tournament last year. Here's Rice, who's blocked for 3. Well done by Morristown-Baird's Gianna Rella, playing big. I mentioned they don't have the size, but good defense there. She didn't let Rice get up for it. And the Crimson faithful get loud. As Borowick, out of the top, it's Monahan. One of her patented threes would tie the game. And she wants it. And she's fouled. Take one more look. Definitely a foul against Tara Hessenthaler. Monahan with a really incredible move that she's pulled off a couple of times already. That step back to give herself some room to shoot the J. And the Crimson, with no time coming off the clock, have a chance to tie. If Monahan can hit one more free throw. Two of 3. Rice, a deep 3. Tips back down to Johnson. Good move in by Johnson as she went the other way on Ibrahim and got 2. Makes it 15-12. Under 3 to go. Monahan's been the hot hand. Crossing up. And she can use both hands very well. And this is a strong move in. And it'll go out of bounds off of Brenya. Nicole Borowick, the initial penetrator. Rice comes up to help. Now it's Lucchese bouncing it to Johnson. Down low they go. Nicely done. Tara Hessenthaler, senior from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, one of the captains on the squad, one of the 2 seniors on the squad. Doesn't fill up the stat sheet, but can make plays when you need her to. It's a wild shot thrown up there. Carly Rice is going to run the break here for the Red Raiders. Traveling violation on Gianna Lucchese. And the Red Raiders come up empty there. They still do lead by 5 points, 17-12, 1:53 to go. And neither team is really separated from the other. And that being the case, neither team has gone on a run that would have prompted a timeout. We have not seen either coach call one. Wide open is Monahan. No good. Ibrahim giving chase. Last touched by her, says the referee. Wanted to make the point earlier that Pennington last year went up against a girl in Jocelyn Willoughby of Newark Academy, who's currently playing at the University of Virginia. Carly Rice, no good. That was a really good team, and Pennington played really well at the end of last year. They're doing the same here this season. That 3 ball will tip back out to Ibrahim, who will drive, and she is blocked by Johnson. No foul called. A clean block by Ayana. Now down low. It is a 2 for Hessenthaler. Defense into offense. name of the game for the Red Raiders, and it's 19-12. .6-0 run for the Red Raiders here as we approach the end of the first half. Monahan coming off a screen, guarded by Hessenthaler. Hessenthaler's 5'9". She's got a couple of inches here on Bridget Monahan. They're going to ISO her out. Looks like the Crimson content to hold for one here. They'll be down heading into the locker room. But with this tactic, only by at most 7. Under 10 seconds. Monahan still with it, now picks up her dribble, gets it off to Mackin. Mackin, not a lot of room. They got to get it up there. Monahan doesn't. And that, a little bit frustrating of your Morristown-Beard to not be able to get a shot off there, but still in this game. We've got a tightly contested one between Morristown-Beard and the Pennington Red Raiders, 19-12 at halftime. The ladies head to the locker rooms, talk things over. We take a step aside here on the Strive Network, and we come back to the third quarter of play. You're watching 2017 Prep B Girls Championship live on Strive. Halftime here from the Morristown-Beard School. Pennington leading Morristown-Beard 19-12 at halftime in the Prep B Girls Championship game. Simon Rose back here with you a few moments before we start the third quarter, but let's recap what we saw in the first half. We'll go over the first half statistics. Leading scorers here thus far, Bridget Monahan, 8 points for Morristown-Beard. That leads all scorers, 2 3-pointers, and she had 2 free throws on a 3-point attempt. Made 2 of 3 from that trip, so all 8 of her points coming indirectly via the 3 ball. Pennington with Rice and Johnson, 6 and 5. Pennington doing what they normally do, and that's spread out their scoring. Ayanna Johnson with 5. Leah Johnson has not scored in this game. It's been a frustrating game for her. She has 2 fouls. And Annie Bruner also has 4 points. I have a couple of clips from the first half of play, and we'll just pod these up and see what we got. Bridget Monahan was spectacular from distance. Look how deep she was on that 3. Gianna Lucchese said, hey, just shoot it. You won't make that. Monahan had other ideas, and that was beautifully done by her. Pennington, on the other hand, they have done a lot of things well in this game, including running the break. This was Annie Bruner, who again isn't one of their primetime scorers, but a senior captain on the team who makes big plays when it counts, and it certainly counts in the Prep B Championship game. As we begin the third quarter, squads on the floor. Eight minutes on the clock. Only thing we're waiting for, the referees. There they are. A little extended siesta for those referees. But they are back and ready to go. And so are we. It'll be Pennington, I believe, to bring the ball in. So it'll now be Pennington moving left to right on your screen. And after a long rest, those legs are ready to get moving. Well, everybody here is ready for some basketball. Not sure, again, what the delay is. All the players are ready to play. The coach is ready to coach. The broadcaster is ready to broadcast. And here we go. We got our third referee back. Was the delay. All right, more basketball. 8 minutes on the clock, third quarter, 19-12 the score. Pennington has the ball. Harley Rice at the top. Now Johnson giving down to her sister. And her sister works hard. Leah down to Ayanna. Ayanna for 2. She now leads her team with 7 points. And this foul is going to get called against Annie Bruner. So Leah Johnson back in there. She sat most of the second quarter with 2 personal fouls, so keep an eye on that. Monahan coming off a screen, not open. Instead, it's Rella now who will reset here. Crossing up at the top. Handing off to Borowick. And now Monahan wants the 3. Monahan, no good. Ibrahim giving chase into the corner here, and let's see who last touched it. Right call was made. It was right in front of us. And it'll be the Pennington Red Raiders to take over possession. Similar to the first half of play, no scoring in the first minute of the second half. Wait, I lied. Pennington did score. It's 21-12. And here they are up by 9, looking to make it a double-digit lead. Now it's Johnson. Down to Leah. Leah swings it for a 3. It's not going to go. Leah Johnson, got to be careful as she has it and 1. You know, just by nature of her being taller than everyone else, she's 6'2". She got called on that twice for over the back. Battling with Addison Ibrahim. And that time, Johnson gets her first 2 points of the game, and she converts the 3-point play. It is 2-1. Monahan swings over to Rella. Back to Monahan. As Bridget is guarded by Tara Hessenthaler. Ibrahim blocked by Johnson at the top of the key. Not a high percentage shot there by the freshman. Definitely worth mentioning the experience of this Pennington team compared to that of the Crimson. Here's Johnson again, and Leah starting to have her way. 5 points for Leah Johnson, all coming in the third quarter, and Michael Sturgeon calls timeout. The Red Raiders up by 14. That's their largest lead of the game. 6:09 to go in quarter number 3. So you got to look at Michael Sturgeon, who's got to find the right message to deliver to his squad. Now on the top of your screen there, and on the bottom, better dressed of the two today is Jeff Eckerson with the sport coat, trying to make it 2 consecutive prep titles for the Red Raiders. It would be the program's 4th. If Morristown-Beard pulls this off, it will be their 2nd in program history. One thing that the Crimson have had to rely on this year is their youth. Bridget Monahan, the girl bringing up the ball, just a sophomore, and Addison Ibrahim, those are the 2 leading scorers for the squad, is a freshman. So a sophomore and a freshman leading the team this year, compared to Pennington, who has had the core of their team intact, as I mentioned, from the championship winning team last year. It's Monahan, guarded tightly by Hessenthaler. 3-ball by Mackin is short, and it won't go, as Carly Rice heads the other way, and that was Monahan, who thought she had it tied up, but it is going to be a foul called on Bridget, and 2 shots coming for Carly Rice, the junior. You be the judge. And I think definitely Monahan got her right arm around Rice, and you can see both referees calling the foul there. Both referees are calling it probably a good call, as Rice scores her first point of the third quarter. 7 now for Carly Rice. Make it 8. She's 3 of 4 from the line. Monahan on the step back, no good. Johnson unleashing Rice. Monahan gets back on D, and she forces the travel. Coach Eckerson asking for an explanation. Coach Eckerson played his ball at Ursinus College, and as written on the coach's page on his website, on the Pennington website, as Monahan steps back for 3, it's short as Ibrahim fights for it. Good job by Katie Mack in right place at the right time. And this 3, no good. The Crimson really trying to launch it from beyond, down by 16, and nothing doing on that possession. The Red Raiders will try to go down low as Johnson misses strongly on the turnaround. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Crimson ball. Anyway, just finishing the point on Coach Eckerson, saying that the quote that he has on the team website is that success comes with strong teamwork and the appreciation that all players on the team are valuable assets. And that quote is backed up by the way that his team plays. Looking at the numbers, how well they spread out everything. They are a very team-oriented squad. Same could be said for the Crimson, as this one will come in with Christina DeMathis. And getting it back was Brenya, but she couldn't get it to go. Easy buckets not going down for Morristown-Beard. Johnson, nothing doing as Brenya stood tall. It is Monahan thinking about the three, instead giving it to Mackin. Ibrahim swinging it over. Matheson's got it on left wing. Monahan between her legs. You know what she wants to do. And Hessenthaler not going to let her do it, guarding her tightly at the top. Down low they go. Brenya may have drawn contact. No foul was called. And Johnson wasn't out of bounds either. And so Pennington takes over. 28-12, 16-point lead for the Red Raiders. They're feeling pretty good. Carly Rice for three, no good. And Brenya with good position on the board. Crimson need some sign of life here in the third quarter. They have not scored in the frame. Matheson for three. Can't change it. And the Crimson still remain cold. But remember, that is how they started the first half. And once they got going, the shots started to fall. They're going to need that three ball to start falling, though, and quickly. Johnson with a tough reverse, no good. And that one's out of bounds. Tough break for the Crimson, as it'll stay with Pennington. There's Leah Johnson receiving, and Lucchese with the jump shot. Leah Johnson, I gotta say, Michael Sturgeon is not happy with the inconsistency, as Johnson has been called on that foul a couple of times, and not that time. However, it is the Crimson who have the positive result as they take over. Monahan, again guarded by Hessenthaler. Hessenthaler stays with her after the screen from Ibrahim, and then has to throw it into no man's land. Lucchese takes it away, 2-on-1 for Pennington. Oh, that should have been a double dribble, wasn't called. Rice turns around, and she gets her own miss. And Rice is fouled, as she was guarded tightly at the top by Christina DeMathis. Situation where DeMathis really doesn't have a need to foul, as Rice had picked up her dribble. Anyway, Pennington able to take it out and reset with Lucchese, and now Rice again. Once again eyed up by the sophomore Christina DeMathis. Ayanna Johnson driving hard to the lane, left it off the rim. And Mackin's got the rebound. Monahan wants to run. She's going to attack. Took contact. No call. And then the ball comes out of bounds. It'll be Crimson ball. And Morristown-Beard down by 16. Still looks for their first points here of the third quarter. Monahan has not come off the floor. They'll go to the top. DeMathis with a foot on the line. She's short. Does get her own miss, though. DeMathis finds an open Mackin, wide open for three. Down it goes for Katie Mackin, and it's 28-15, just what the doctor ordered for Morristown-Beard. Trying to apply some pressure here. Pennington breaks out of it, and then they draw the foul as Lucchese went to the hole. It's Brenya who picks it up. Rice from Pennington, and she misses. It's Monahan. Mackin, who just hit that three, her first three of the game. Under a minute to play. Sophomore Bridget Monahan finds DeMathison, and that one goes down. Christina DeMathis for three, and Mackin and DeMathis with two big three balls at the end of the third quarter, and they are within 10. Just as I said before, we have seen spurts of Morristown-Beard shooting the basketball, and we knew that if they were going to be successful here today, shooting the three ball was going to be a big reason why. And good news for them that DeMathis and Mackin both knocked down shots, aka somebody not named Bridget Monahan, because Bridget's been the only one to beat them from distance before that point. So that being said, Morristown-Beard has not scored a two-point bucket in this game. All of their buckets have come via the three ball or free throws. 2 three balls for Monahan, 1 for DeMathis, 1 for Mackin, as you just saw, and then Gianna Rella hit one in the first half as well. Live by the three, you die by the three. And it'll be Pennington ball after the timeout. First one called by Jeff Eckerson. First time he's had to halt the momentum. That's significantly a Morristown-Beard. You can hear the crowd back into the game as well for Morristown-Beard. Tight pressure by the Crimson, and Hessenthaler works out of it. Lucchese misses the bunny. Johnson's there. She misses as well. Gets her own miss again, and then misses. Johnson now for Rice. A healthy three. No good. Johnson another rebound. Under 20 seconds to go. Red Raiders with a million opportunities here on this sequence. And they could hold for one if they want. Carly Rice will shoot and miss. May have gotten deked by the crowd. There's still time for the Crimson, and it's going to run out. Carly Rice was off camera. You couldn't see it, but she let out a look of frustration after shooting that ball, as she knows she was deked by the crowd. And when they chanted 3, 2, 1, the classic crowd move. But anyway, at the end of 3, 28-18. It is the Red Raiders who hold a 10-point lead heading into the fourth. Starting the fourth quarter here, 10-point game. Mo Baird takes out to start. Good finish to the third quarter for the Crimson. All 6 of their points in the frame coming in the final couple minutes. Monahan with a floater, just like Steve Nash out there. Did not get it to go down. And the Red Raiders here in the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead can take their time. They do have to be careful, though. Carly Rice retains possession. She's double-teamed as Monahan stays with her, and then the foul's called. The Crimson doing the right thing by double-teaming Rice in the corner. But then she gets fouled as the Crimson commit their 5th team foul. And only one has been called against Pennington here in the second half. There's Johnson, who's back in there after taking a seat at the end of the third quarter. This one coming out of bounds, and Rice was on the line as she comes flying into the near stands. So now Bridget Monahan getting by the first man and finishing at the whack. 28-20. First two-point field goal of the game for Morristown-Beard. And then a steal for DeMathis, but she double dribbled. But the Crimson within 8. Monahan now got 10 on the game. Crimson keep up the pressure. It's Johnson who gets it away to the other side. Carly Rice for 3. No good. Johnson the rebound. Put back good. Lot to handle down low, those Johnsons, combining for 26 rebounds per game. Monahan can answer. Oh, ice in her veins. Bridget Monahan feeling it there. The sophomore with a big time shot. And it forces a Pennington timeout. And things are heating up here in the fourth from Morristown, New Jersey. 6:27 officially on the clock to go. It is a 7-point game. That is as close as the Crimson have been since the beginning of the second half. In fact, it was a 7-point lead exactly at the start of the third quarter. So the Red Raiders up by 7 here as Jeff Eckerson calms his team down. Morristown-Beard too talented of a team to not make a run. And it's up to the coach to make sure his players are in the right state of mind when that run happens. And we'll see if the Red Raiders can work the way through the pressure that's still to come from Morristown-Beard. It's Ibrahim in the backcourt applying the pressure. Rice, dangerous pass. Lucchese gets it back to Johnson. And Pennington gets through the full court press. Lucchese goes down low to Johnson, and she goes too long. Off a foot, it is loose. It is a jump ball. And possession arrow favors the Red Raiders. Those jump balls and that possession arrow gets more and more important as the game goes on. And now it's in favor of Pennington. Carly Rice, another deep one. No good. Tracking it down is DeMathis. She last touched. And DeMathis could not take possession back for the Crimson, so they'll have to get back on their horse defensively. As Hessenthaler immediately feeds the post with Johnson. Lucchese, good pump fake by Lucchese. Couldn't get it to go, and Brenya the rebound. Monahan with a head of steam. And she looks at Hessenthaler. Goes now to Mackin. Picks up her dribble. Now to Mathis, who's played much more significantly here in the second half, presumably because of her three-point threat. And Mackin cannot connect with DeMathis. And we remain at a 7-point difference between the squads. It's Carly Rice, and now Johnson. More good defense from the Crimson. I'd have to say the referees on both sides here in the second half have really let them play physical down low. Monahan, double team, gave it away. Ibrahim. Now to Mathis, guarded by Carly Rice. Hessenthaler guarding Monahan very tightly. So it's DeMathis taking Johnson, and it'll go out of bounds, stay with the Crimson. Not a battle you're going to win very often if you're Christina DeMathis. With Leah looming. Monahan to throw in here. Needs help. 5 seconds. Timeout is called by Michael Sturgeon beforehand. And the Crimson will retain possession with 4:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. So both teams have been plagued this year by the injury bug. Probably more so for the Pennington Red Raiders. As the Crimson, the number 3 seed coming into this tournament, and the Red Raiders, the number 4 seed. Pennington certainly not your traditional number 4 seed at 10 and 12. So many players. In fact, each one of their starters for Pennington has missed at least 4 games. They really have only played as a unit together as it was meant to be in the last couple of weeks. Good timing, though, with playoffs in full swing. Crimson with DeMathis. Swing it to the right wing with Mackin. Now it's Monahan, guarded by Hessenthaler. Down by 7 are the Crimson. Monahan for Mackin. Really trying to get an open shot for Monahan, you can tell. And it'll be DeMathis here on left wing. Picks up her dribble, and she's fouled. Pennington has stayed out of their foul trouble here in the second half. That's one thing that they have not done. Got to admire the defense that Pennington has been playing here in the second half. They have not made things easy. Remember how tough baskets were for the Crimson to come by in the third quarter. That's in part to the defense of Pennington, and only 2 team fouls speaks to the good footwork that they've had as well. Floater no good for Monahan, and it is a possession here for the Red Raiders with just over 4 minutes to go. No particular hurry for Pennington. Lucchese at the top, guarded by Katie Mackin. Now they get a switch, and it's Monahan on her. She picks up her dribble. And all the way to the hole goes Hessenthaler. Works it around the baseline. Lucchese for 3, no good. Long rebound, brought home by Brenya. Carly Rice was not in the game and has just checked in to the scorer's table. She'll be in at the next whistle. 3:30 to go. Ibrahim looking for Monahan. Monahan on Hessenthaler, steps back on her, left it short. Hessenthaler with some unbelievable defense here today on Bridget Monahan. It has not been easy for the sophomore. Three minutes to go. It's Lucchese working it down low, and the defense provided by Brenya. She's played a nice game on that side of the court. Monahan all the way to the hole. So much contact, no whistle called, and we're going the other way. Got one last look at that. See Monahan coming in. That could have been a defensive foul, as Carly Rice slows it down here. 2:45 to go. On second look there, it did look like Hessenthaler was moving as Monahan initiated the contact. That one comes out. It'll be Pennington ball. Knocked away by Monahan. Pennington taking their time here. Crimson would do well with a turnover. Monahan commits the hard foul on Rice, then helps her up. 2 of this tournament's best, and 2 of the best that will continue into next year as well. Carly Rice, just a junior, hometown girl from Pennington, New Jersey. And Bridget Monahan, again, just a sophomore. Hessenthaler giving to Rice, and Monahan ties it up. That's going to be possession for the Crimson. Big win. Gianna Rella, I think, is set to check in for Morristown-Beard. gone a little bit bigger with their lineup here, as it's Monahan for 3, no good. And tracked down by Hessenthaler. Ooh, and the foul's called. Mackin thought she tied it up. I tend to agree with her. But we are walking the floor now as it is Pennington in the bonus. 1-and-1 situation. Hessenthaler will do the honors, and we have a substitution. Nicole Borowick comes back into the game. Nicole Borowick checks out of the game. And Gianarella in. All Cotton on the first. Senior captain shows how to do it at the line in the fourth quarter. It's Monahan. Oh, they needed that 3, and Leah Johnson's got the rebound. And things are looking pretty good for Pennington here, as DeMathis is back in the game guarding Carly Rice, who is just going to play keep away here until she's fouled. And the Red Raiders can put this one on ice if they put the ball through the hoop at the line. Relatively quiet second half for Carly Rice, as she's only got 8 points on the game. That's just half of her season average. Then again, it has been a defensive battle in this one from the start, scoring down across the board. Back to a double-digit lead for Pennington. Crimson need a 3 and quick. Any bucket would do, really. The Red Raiders continue their tough defense. Here's an open one. Won't go down, though, and Johnson's got the rebound. And that's a good recipe for success for the Red Raiders, with just about 1:12 on the clock. And Carly Rice headed back to the free throw line. Timeout's called. The Red Raiders up by 11, looking for the program's 4th prep championship. They were the 4th seed in this tournament and have run through the tournament as a 4th seed. They defeated Stewart Country Day School in fine fashion. It was never really a close game there. And they also played Princeton Day School in the quarterfinal round. So just had to go across the street, Princeton Day and Stewart Country Day. And here they are in the championship against Morristown-Beard, looking for another championship picked up on the road, just as they did last year. Still a 1-and-1 situation for Carly Rice. Five of 7 from the line. As Rice takes her time here on the second. Knocks it down. 13-point lead. Approaching a minute. It's Monahan. 10-point lead. And a foul immediately called with 58 seconds to go. That's the 10th team foul against Morristown-Beard. So we've got 2 free throws coming for Pennington. As again we walk the floor. And again, it's Carly Rice at the line. Red Raiders clearly trying to get the ball in her hands here at the end of the game. 7 of 8 from the line are the Pennington Red Raiders here in the second half. Defense and free throws win championships. And it is a 12-point lead for the Red Raiders with under a minute to go. Time winding down for the Crimson. Fadeaway shot, no good for the Crimson. Comes back out to Monahan on left wing. Still guarded tightly by Hessenthaler. Ibrahim tries her luck, nothing doing, and she's blocked by Johnson from behind. At least the second block for Johnson on the game. As Lucchese weaves her way in. Ball will pop out of bounds with 27 seconds left to go and stay with Pennington. They're going to go on to win this 2017 prep title. Another great season by head coach Jeff Eckerson. It started a little bit frustrating. They're 10-12 only. With all the injuries that the team has had to go through this season, and to finally get it together here in the last couple of weeks and really put on a good performance, good team performance in this championship game as they've been doing all year long. A team performance, no one individual player. Hey, to Morristown-Baird's credit, they're still making some noise here. I think I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, these kids are pretty raucous. 1 of 2 for Carly Rice. Under 10 seconds. Last second shot here for Morristown-Beard. It'll go out of bounds with just a couple seconds left, 3 seconds in fact. And that'll do it as the Red Raiders will celebrate here momentarily. Enjoyable game to watch. It got close in the fourth. Morristown-Beard brought it to within 6. Then the Red Raiders able to get it done at the line, play smart basketball in the final 4 or 5 minutes really, and stave off these Crimson to come away with the trophy. We will see that trophy be presented, and we'll stick around so you can watch that processional. Morristown-Beard, they will still have a chance to win a prep title, and that's going to come on Monday as the boys will do battle with Doane Academy. Doane Academy looking for their first prep title game. In fact, it's their first appearance in a prep championship game. Pennington winning here in the girls B. After a good fall as well for the Red Raiders. Oh, some of these girls who did play in the Prep B soccer championship were disappointed to lose in the finals there. They get a sweet taste of victory here on the basketball floor. As you see, Joanne Zama, athletic director here at Morristown-Beard, ready to present the trophy. She was just down in Princeton yesterday as her Crimson won the ladies hockey championship. Let's hear Joanne.
Congratulations to both teams on a great game. I would like to present our Prep B Division runner-up trophy to Morristown-Beard ladies athletes.
congratulations to the Red Raiders as they celebrate. We're going to stick around for another couple of moments while we catch up with one of the players here on the Pennington Red Raiders. Final score, 39-26. Oh, that's backwards. Pennington Red Raiders defeat the Morristown-Beard Crimson. Back here to wrap up a 39-26 win for the Pennington Red Raiders. They are Prep B champions. Here with our player of the game, it's Tara Hessenthaler. Tara, you are the captain of this team. It's got to feel pretty good here in your senior season to lead this team to a Prep championship.
Yeah, it definitely feels good. You know, we came back out here. We had a rough start to the beginning of the season with injuries and illnesses, but you know, this was our long-term goal, and we're happy to come out here and get it for the second year in a row.
I want to talk about your individual performance. You didn't fill up the stat sheet in terms of offense, but the reason you're standing next to me here is because of your defense on Bridget Monahan, and that was obviously a key for you guys tonight to stop that talented sophomore. What did it take to do so?
You know, she's a very talented player, and, you know, for a sophomore, she's young talent, which Morristown is going to have for a couple years. And, you know, to do that, it really took a team effort. You know, she can hit the three-point shot, she can hit it from far back, and she can also drive the lane and score that way. But, you know, it took a real team effort to stop her. And, you know, I knew that if she got by me with her speed, that I had help right in the lane for me. So it was a great team effort. Helps to have the Johnson
sisters down low,
yeah,
right?
It really does.
So, yeah, great performance by them as well. It obviously feels it's got to be great to have that big presence in the front court, knowing that you can shoot the three with Carly Rice as well. It seems like it was a complete team effort. Morristown-Beard coming back in the fourth quarter, right? You guys were up by 14 points. They cut it to 6. You've only got a couple of minutes left. Your coach calls a timeout. And after that timeout, you guys really seemed to settle down and really put the nail in the coffin on this one. What was said in that huddle there to kind of put you guys in that right state of mind?
Yeah, our coach told us, you know, calm down, play the way you've been playing the whole game. Clearly it was helping us, and that's the performance we needed to put on for the entire fourth quarter. And we knew that it came down to defense, and if we could get the stops on defense, then we would be fine.
As a senior leader on this team, you've watched the progression of it throughout the season. As you mentioned before, you guys had the injuries, and really only in the last couple of weeks have you been like totally whole. So do you feel right now that you guys are playing your best basketball at the right time?
I do. I completely agree. You know, it's been a long season, but we've gotten through it all together, and I definitely think that right now, brought home a state championship, playing our best game of the season, and I think going into counties, we're really prepared.
All right, well, good luck in counties.
you.
Tara Hessenthaler, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
the Prep B championship for the second year in a row. That's going to do it for us here on the Strive Network. We will have the boys Prep B championship on Monday when Morristown-Beard visits Doane Academy, and we will have the Prep A championships on Saturday. Those matchups to be determined. But for now, we say so long. 39-26 final. Pennington Red Raiders champions again in the Prep B. Thanks for watching, everyone.